Okay, so we are going to talk about our why tonight. So Sam and I just got back from the leadership retreat in Orlando, Florida. This is with Amy's team. She's so cool. And it changed everything. So I'm going to talk about that. But before I do want to share a few things that are going to start happening in March and that I definitely want to start doing every single month. And this is just optional for you girls to start inviting people to, just to keep in mind. So I am going to share an updated March calendar tonight after the call, or after I have a call after this, so that you girls know what to invite people to. I'm going to share an invite for each of these groups so that you can either use it or tweak it to make your own, and just really aim to hit Success Club this month. It is so important that you girls are paying this forward, that you are helping people just the same way that you've been helped, because there is this statistic that if you earn $1 in your first 3 months as a coach, that there's a 76% retention rate that you will be here 6 months from now. Okay? So earning $1 in your first 3 months really isn't hard if you are talking to 5 people every day and following up with them. Okay? So first things first, everyone should have a business activity tracker. You will see that somewhere abbreviated sometimes as BAT. I've posted this in the pinned post of our team page. There's a few examples. A business activity tracker has proof of the product, personal development, invites, follow-ups, friend requests, things like that, tracking the activity that you do in your business. If you don't like what I have posted in the pinned post, I take no personal offense. I did not make any of them. You can go to Pinterest, Google, find something that you like that works for you. Like I've said before, start with a reasonable number, get consistent, and then as you feel comfortable with that, add to it each week. What I mean by that is, don't tell yourself you're going to do 40 invites if you just became a coach yesterday. That's craziness. You're going to burn yourself out. It's going to stress you out, and that's impossible to do because you don't have 40 people to talk to. You just started. Okay? Your goal should be inviting 3 to 5 people a day. Okay? Get very consistent doing that. And consistent, that might take you 2 weeks until you're doing it every day. Hell, that might take you 5 weeks until you're doing that every day. But get very good at that. Build up that confidence, create that momentum, and then say, I'm going to do 5 to 8 invites every day. And just keep going. But remember, unless you're adding new people to your network, AKA you're sending out friend requests either through a group that you're in on Facebook, an event that you want to go to, even if it's not in your town, guys. I'll subscribe to events that are in Pittsburgh. I lived in Pitt for 5 years. I can easily start a conversation with somebody about it. I might not go to the event. No, there's a 100% chance I'm not going to the event, to be honest with you. But if we connect because we both would have gone, people join events and they never go to them. Start a conversation with them. Or you're adding people on Instagram. You're following new people. You won't have anyone to invite. Inviting will be very hard if you're not adding to your network. So don't forget that. Every piece of this puzzle comes together to make one big masterpiece, AKA your business. All right? So you want to have a business activity tracker. You can post those to hold yourself accountable every day in our team page, which is the Island of Warriors. That is called, you will see a photo that will say, share below your completed BAT or your completed to-do list. It's usually a motivational quote with the day written above it, like Monday or Sunday or whatever. Comment below in that section. If you do that, every time you do that, you get a point. At the end of the month, I will send you a gift to whoever posted the most activity trackers. And shows me that you're working the business. I don't care what your numbers were. As long as they're growing, you're getting better every day. You did 3 invites Monday, but you did 4 on Tuesday. That's growth, right? Or you just did 3 every day. That's okay. But I don't care about the number. I just want to know that you're doing something a little bit every day. Consistency over time is what grows a business. not 100 invites one day and then none for the next 2 weeks. That's not consistent. All right, so something that I am going to start doing is for the month of March, we have one challenge group. We run these together. That is Fit and Lean in 2017. Because we do have some new coaches this month, Sam, I know we haven't talked about this yet, but I'm hoping it's okay that you and I just continue to run Fit and Lean together for March. At the end of the month, we'll share this with 2 other people, and then 2 new people can start doing the daily posts, just like Sam and I are doing. Okay? It's very easy. It takes about 5 minutes to make a post, and then you copy and paste the evening check-in. It's the same thing every day. And you're not doing it every day because you'd have a partner. You guys would pair up and do that together. If you are running late, you're at school, you're stuck in traffic, you're not able to do it, or you're human and you just forgot, you can text Sam, you can text me, post in the group page, our team page. Hey girls, I forgot to post this morning in the fitness group. Would somebody mind helping me out today? Not a big deal. We are here as a team to help each other, right? Okay, so we have Fit and Lean as one big group. Every month we are going to run 2 prep weeks. Prep week is what you would put a new challenger into. The second that they order a challenge pack from you, ideally right now the all access, just because you're going to earn a $70 commission off of it, and it's showing them that you want to commit to them for a whole year, right? Rather than here's one program, reach out to me when you hit that plateau. Okay? So there's going to be 2 prep weeks. We have a prep week that is starting, what is it? The 13th, so it'll be next Monday. So all this week, when you're inviting people to it, you can add them to that, okay? And then the next one would start on the 27th. So then you have 2 more weeks now to start inviting people to that group. As soon as they're done with prep week, we add them to Fit and Lean. Can I get a thumbs up if everybody understands that? Hold on. Okay, Rachel. Okay, cool. So that's how that works. So then why that's really nice for you girls is you're not getting added to new groups every single week or every 21 or 30 days. Just one prep week, one challenge group. At the end of prep week, I will delete all the posts. So when we add new people to it, it looks like it's a brand new group. Okay? So, turn my phone over. What I want to start doing is a coach webinar. I drafted this out. I've done one before. I've gotten 2 coaches signed up this way. All the top coaches do it. What it is, it's a Zoom call just like this. Because I pay for the upgraded version, we can have hundreds of people on a group message like this. What I will do is create a slideshow, like through Google Slides. I've done this with some of our team calls. And what I will do is walk through and explain to them who we are on the Island of Warriors, what makes our team different, what we do as coaches, how to become a coach, what the first steps are, what a challenge group is, what our fitness programs are, what is Beachbody, all that stuff. So then you can invite people to that. What I find that people have a hard time with is if you are dragging the coach sign-up process out. People want information, they want it right now. So it would be one night, it would be a 30-minute call, and you would invite your friends to it. And you would say, hey girl, I know this might seem super random, but you've been liking a lot of my posts lately, or I was just thinking about you the other day because I'm really coming into my own in my business, and I thought that this could be something you would really enjoy. My team and I are hosting a live event where we are going to share what it is that we do as coaches. I think you would be amazing at this. If I sent you an invite or if I sent you a link, would you be willing to join us for just 30 minutes? At the end of the call, I will leave it open for them to ask questions. So it'll be a total of like 40 to 45 minutes. I'll talk for 30 minutes, 15 minutes for questions. Every time we do a webinar, I'm going to pick one of you to share your story, because it's not just about me. I wouldn't be here if it weren't for you guys. So every time we do one, I'll have one of you share your story for about 2 to 3 minutes. That's why the other day I wanted you to share your elevator speech. Okay? What is, if you were stuck in an elevator for 30 seconds with somebody, what would you say? You don't want to say I'm a health and fitness coach, right? I'm going to show you this super quick too. You don't want to say, can you girls see this thing here? This no bullshit biz tips thing? Okay. I guess I can make this large too. When I make that full screen, can you still see that? Okay. So you don't want to say I help women get healthy. Okay? It's boring. It's not any different, right? So at the bottom here, what is the unique problem that you solve? What's the outcome of working with you? What's your niche? What the cheese balls does healthy even mean to your customer? Healthy to some people might be eating vegan. Okay, no dairy. Healthy to somebody else might be, I want to stop drinking soda every day, right? Healthy is different on everybody, and their goals will change over time. But when we do these live webinars, I'm going to pick one of you. I'll obviously tell you beforehand not to put you on the spot, and you're like, oh my God. And so that you would have something prepared. How you got started, who you were before coaching, what you didn't like about that. Or if you were just bored. It's not that you didn't like it. You're just bored. You just wanted a little bit more. Or you were coming to that point in your life where you were like, I want life to happen now. I'm ready to live this crazy cool life and be my own boss and design my own schedule and things like that. You don't have to hate your life before coaching, because some people might not. How you found coaching and why you're here today. All right, so it'll be about a 2 to 3 minutes. I'm going to start doing that. I'm going to share that on my March calendar tonight. So what we're going to do is, I definitely want you girls to have a pen and paper for this. We're going to talk about your why. So I don't know if any of you saw my live video from yesterday where I was like a super emotional wreck. But we did this really cool, what's the word like activity, I guess, or whatever, yesterday at the retreat. And this guy came over. He's a 6-star diamond coach. So he is a diamond, and he has personally built or helped train 5 girls to become a diamond coach as well. His wife is a 15-star diamond coach. That's amazing for several reasons. There aren't a lot of them. To become a 15-star diamond coach, or when you are a 15-star diamond coach, you earn a very, very large bonus. Every 4 months, you earn a bonus. Every 3 months, you earn a quarterly bonus. The quarterly bonus for the end of last year was $45,000. On top of whatever they're already earning as 15-star diamond coaches. It's every 3 months. Just for being a 15-star diamond coach, they earn that. As a 2-star diamond coach right now, the quarterly bonus is around $900. So that is my goal, to be a 2-star diamond by Summit. All of you can do that. It's not hard. That's why we're working here together. You earn a bonus at 2-star, 5-star, 10, and 15. That's why you ideally want to advance and grow your business so that you're, maximizing your profit. It's called residual income, right? So his wife is a 15-star diamond, so it's very cool. They've been in the business for 6 years. They're about to have their first child, and he was just a game changer. So we talked about our why. So what I want you girls to do right now is, and I'm going to pick, let's do, I'm going to pick Tori tonight. I'm going to put you on the spot tonight. I know. So when we do our individual calls, we're going to do this practice together, every one of us. Okay. So Rachel and Allison and Taylor, don't worry, we're going to do this together as well. I just want to show this as an example. But before I do that, I'm going to move because my entire family just came home. So give me a second. I'm sorry. That's what you get for moving home. Excuse me. Please don't come down here. I know I'm such a bitch. But whatever, they all talk so loud. It's ridiculous. Okay. So with everyone having a pen and paper, so everybody having a piece of paper, what I'm going to have you do is write down in order from what's most important to what's least important to you. Not that it's least important, but just what's most important would be one is income, recognition, or serving others. What is most important to you right now? And put those in order from 1 being most important, 3 being your least right now. Income, recognition, and serving others. And Sam, I might have you help me here if I kind of get stuck on questions and stuff since you were there. Let me put my notes real quick. Okay, the reason we're doing this is that for so long I have said I'm driven by income. Income is my number one thing, right? I feel like if I had more money, it would solve all of my problems. Come to find out, that's not what I'm driven by the most, and it was a very emotional experience. I can be emotional, but I normally don't like cry in front of people, so it was like crazy. I mean, it's not running down my nose. I felt extremely unattractive and a little embarrassed. My hands were kind of shaking and tingling. It was a very weird experience, but it was life-changing. So you don't want to say things like, I want to help people lose weight. Okay? Everyone wants to lose weight, and they don't need you to do that, right? Like, it has to be something so much deeper than that. And I think I realized yesterday when I always say that I'm driven by income, why I shut my computer down earlier than I should, why I don't always finish my to-do list. Because in my head, I know eventually the money's going to come. I know I'm going to be here. It just might take me longer than originally planned, right? So income doesn't really drive me as much as I thought it would. Oh, I love you, bud. Okay, so let me see. Okay, so the reason I also want to do this too is just kind of backtracking a little bit is if you girls don't hit the ground running, okay? And by running, meaning just being in a fitness group, showing up every day to the workout that you have committed to doing, you're going to feel stuck. And eventually you're just never going to end up starting. I will tell you that you'd be surprised how many coaches have never followed a program the whole way through. And P.S., it took me 11 months, 11, to follow a program from day 1 to day 30. I'm being totally honest with you. And you guys might have thought that I just did it already. I didn't. Okay? That's why it was very hard for me to hold my diamond rank, because I was not following something. I wasn't able to relate and share that. I have never had so much momentum right now in my business than when I just finished 30 days of the hammer and chisel. I can't tell you how many people have reached out to me. I went from Success Club 4 the last week in February to 17 or 16, I think it was. Okay? So when I want you guys to rate those things in order, I don't want you to say what you think I want you to say. And I don't want you to say what you think you have to say. Okay? So don't feel like you're being selfish by putting income first. Yesterday during this exercise, when I ranked mine, I no lie put income most important, recognition second, and serving others last. And then throughout the experience, I got to find out, no, serving others is first, income was second, and recognition was third. Okay? So, the whole idea here is figuring out what your why is and peeling back those layers and getting super deep with it, because what is going to make you wake up 30 to 60 minutes early every day on the days that you don't want to do it? What's going to make you say to your friends, hey, yeah, I'll go hang out and have happy hour for an hour, but I want to go home and do this thing for an hour too. You know, what is going to be enough to make you want to do that? And remember, there's really 2 types of people. The people that want to play now and have a hard life forever, or the people that are willing to put in the work now to play forever. And it's just what is most important to you. So, Tori, we're going to start and go through this exercise. So, guys, I want you to listen to all of this because we're going to do the exact same thing when we have our one-on-one calls. So, Tori, I'm going to mute you. And so I just want to ask you, what did you rate? What was your order?
I'm sorry, my dog's barking.
No, you're okay.
Can you get Max? It's like he was so quiet until like I was unmuted. Yeah. I rated mine income, serving others, and recognition.
Okay. Okay, so income, serving others, and recognition. So if you were to wave a magic wand over your life right now, what would it look like in 6 months to a year from now?
Oh.
If you had the income that you wanted.
I probably want to be traveling because I haven't done that. I've been working my entire life, so I'd probably want to travel. I never got to experience that because I didn't go to college. I'm in school, but I'm not didn't have the experience. So probably, doing stuff like that I kind of missed out on or felt like I wasn't able to do.
Okay. Keep going a little bit more with it. How else would it look? Like having the income that you imagined. So having complete financial freedom. You had no debt, and you were earning this crazy number that right now seems surreal to you. What would you be doing? Where would you be? Where would you be living? What would Teddy and your life look like? All of that.
We would probably own a house because that's my biggest dream in the next 5 years is to definitely own a house. Have a mortgage, things like that. Basically put my money towards something. Oh,
I know this is kind of hard.
I know. I can't think. I would want to live in PA because that's where my clients are and I love my job. So I wouldn't want to move, starting over would kind of suck, but I love it here. Traveling, I don't know.
Let me ask you this. What motivates you about money? Having more money, how would that make you feel?
More secure. It makes you feel like, I don't know, because my income it always fluctuates. I don't know what I'm going to be making next week. I don't know. It could go down. Clients could cancel. It could get busier. So it's never a secure week. So knowing that there's, consistent income and things like that, that makes me feel secure and comfortable. I always want to be comfortable. I never want to struggle. I've, seen people struggle. I've seen all of that. So I don't want to go through that. I want to live a comfortable life.
Now, just to kind of go off on a tangent then, who in your life do you see that struggles financially that bums you out or that makes you not want to struggle the way that they are?
My best friend, she went through an eating disorder and she's just going through an addiction and she's in rehab right now. So she's, she's on Obamacare, which nothing's wrong with that. If I wasn't on my parents' insurance, I'm sure that'd be something that I would have. But, her parents, just through sending her and her sister through health eating disorder clinics and, private facilities, they're basically broke. And you don't want to see, a family with good intentions and someone that you love struggle and not get the care that they need. And so, even if I had money, I would be more than willing. I even talked to my parents. I'm like, what can we do? Where can we send her? Can we give them money? What's possible? Because even the public facilities, you don't get the same treatment as you would in a private facility. So she has personality disorder. So she has a health issue and she's just not getting the support because she doesn't financially, she's not able to pay for it.
Right. Okay. So kind of going back a little bit more. So where right now is the biggest place that you would want to travel to?
Oh, Ireland.
If money weren't an issue, when would you go to Ireland?
Tomorrow.
Who would you want to go with?
Teddy.
Have you guys, when was the last time you've been on a vacation?
Last May.
Where did you go?
Hilton Head.
Okay. Now, did you go with family? Did you guys go by yourselves?
We went with family. We have a timeshare there, so.
Okay, that's fun. Now, Is that your family or his family?
My family.
Your family. if you were able to tonight buy you and Teddy round trip plane tickets to Ireland, and you were able to pay for a 2-week vacation in any Airbnb that you wanted to, and Teddy didn't have to take 1 cent out of his pocket, how would that make you feel?
Empowered.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It would be a really cool feeling, right?
Yeah.
How do you think Teddy would feel if you surprised him with something like that?
Probably like, he probably wouldn't believe me. He'd probably be like, what the fuck? This is a joke.
Right. Yeah, for sure. What do you think is the biggest thing that would impact your life if you had, let me ask you this. What is the dollar amount that you would feel comfortable earning every week to be able to travel when you want, to be able to buy the house that you want? Like, what do you kind of have set in your head right now that you would want to be earning to do all of those things?
I don't know. I never have a consistent income, so it's like I've lived off of.
Consistent, what would you want it to be? We all kind of have like an idea, and be wild and crazy, just don't limit yourself, don't lower it.
Okay. To be able to do all those things, I would probably say, because I don't need anything like crazy. I don't know, like 3,000. Is that
No.
like?
Hey, my coach Amy's earning $4,000 a week. 27 years
Nice.
old, full time. Yeah. Okay, so $3,000 a week. That would be really cool. So you would travel with that extra income. You would own a home and a mortgage. You'd be here in PA. You would help your best friend out financially, like with her parents and all that she's kind of going through. Now, ideally, like if you were to, wave that magic wand, when would you be earning that $3,000 a week by?
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow, right?
Is that stupid?
No, not at all.
It's a magic wand, right?
Yeah, I said the same thing.
Super magical.
Yeah. What else I was gonna ask? Sam, do you want to add anything? Can you help me elaborate more on this?
Do you want to get like deep right now, or
Let's get deep right now.
Okay. So don't think I'm being a bitch, because I'm not trying to be a bitch.
I'm not
I'm just trying to like pull it out of you. Okay, so you said that paying for that trip and having that amount of money would make you feel empowered, and like I totally agree with you, because that's how I would feel too. But do you feel like not having that, like not having money or not being like stable, like does that make you feel weak?
No.
No?
No.
Okay. That's all I had.
No, that was good. I like that question. Okay, cool. Because a lot of the times, so many of us do think that income is our driving factor. Now, do you think that if you don't earn $3,000 a week, would that stop you from traveling?
No.
Would that stop you from buying a home?
No.
How would it make you feel to not have to worry about those things, though?
What do you mean?
Like to not have to have a mortgage, to be able to just go and buy a home. If you're earning $3,000 a week, you would buy your dream home. So how would it feel to be able to not have to have a mortgage, be able to go to the bank without taking out a loan, and to buy your house outright?
It would be a stress relief.
Now, why do you want to buy a home?
Because I've rented for 1.5 years now, and I just like your money's not going towards anything. You're not putting it, towards something that you can build on. There's nothing, you're not fundamentally getting anything out of it. You're just giving your money to someone and you're not getting anything out of it. It's not like you're adding an addition. It's not like you're fixing up, your own kitchen. You can't make it what you want it. Like you're putting your money towards something. You're investing in something.
I feel you on that one. I do. Now, if you were to help somebody else earn an income like the one that you want to be earning, what This is where it gets hard asking questions like this. Sam, do you feel me on this?
Yeah. So like if you we're like not half as good as this guy. Like this guy was amazing.
Nobody was asking questions.
But if you helped somebody to earn that income, would that make you feel the same level of empowerment as you earning that income?
Yeah.
You think so? Like the exact same level?
If you were able to help someone achieve something that you've achieved and you know how great that feeling is, why wouldn't you want someone else to feel that? It's like the same with these workouts. Like nothing worked. Nothing, you tried everything. Like I did cardio, I did the healthy eating thing, and like just coming off of a bad thing. Like I was used to drink and smoke and nothing worked. Like you couldn't, so at the end you were kind of like, screw it. But if you could help someone feel the way that you feel, like why wouldn't you want to do that?
Now, if you weren't, say if you never earned, this $3,000 a week through coaching, would you still want to help other people like your best friend to overcome all the struggles and the battles that she's facing right now in her life?
Yeah.
You would still help her.
Oh yeah.
What's the biggest struggle or obstacle that you've overcome in your life up until this point?
That's hard.
And don't think that you don't have a story. We all do.
I don't know. Probably just like with my best friend and her addiction and stuff like that. Like you don't think that that's ever going to happen to someone. Why did I have to get picked?
I was volunteer. That's the question.
Sunday. I haven't even had a glass of wine yet.
That's because The Walking Dead's not on yet.
I don't watch that. Too much anxiety. Probably, I mean, you watch, you grew, like I knew her since I was like 10 and we've been best friends ever since. And I've watched her go through this. I watched her go through disorder and, eating disorder, bipolar. She would drink, she would abuse drugs, and it keeps getting worse. And there's no curing it and you can't fix it. And I'm the type of person where I need to control everything around me. And I think that that's the hardest part because you can't help her disorder. You can't cure her because she has to make those choices. So overcoming, kind of letting go and being like, this is on you, and kind of, in a year she could be dead or she could be better. Like it's just not. So I think kind of coming to terms with the fact that it's completely out of my reach. And like whenever she left to go to Illinois to go to her rehab, like she left and it was like missing a ghost. And I was pissed at her because I was like, you fucking leave and you don't reach out to me. I don't know where you are. You could be dead, like her family. And I don't know. So I guess probably coming to terms with her and, where our relationship is. Like, I know she loves me and she's my person, but at the end of the day, she's just kind of coming to terms with that. She's going to do what she wants to do. And if she wants to get better, she'll get better. And if she doesn't, she won't, and not taking it as a personal infliction on me.
What would it mean to you if your best friend could come home from rehab and you could help her and you did help her? What would it mean to you if you could bring her home and personally help her overcome this battle? And she did.
Oh my God, that would be the world.
Yeah. If right now you were to have that $3,000, would you choose to give her the $3,000 or to her family, or would you choose for her to completely overcome this addiction?
What do you mean, like give her the money to get better?
Would you rather just hand her the money to be able to pay for more help and pay for all this stuff, or just have her overcome all of this? Would you, so the question is, would you rather have $1 million personally right now, or have her healthy and never have gone through this?
Oh my God, have her healthy.
So that's kind of what I got to the bottom of my whole thing. I thought that income had driven me. And the question I was asked is, if I were given $1 million right now, the choice of $1 million, because I thought if I had money, I could pay for my mom to go to rehab. I could, show her that, we can be happier with money, and money takes away stress, and money gives us more options. And if we have more options, then we get to travel and do more things, and people that travel are happy, right? But at the end of the day, it's more money doesn't make anybody happy. You see people, and I was such a big fan, Robin Williams, an amazing comedian, all the money in the world, and you still don't know what somebody is battling. Personally, my aunt is a multimillionaire in the small area of Camp Hill, and she battles a drug addiction, prescription pills. She's a nurse. You know, all the money doesn't matter. So sometimes it's just, I want you to just be happy. I want you to, what do you want her to feel? Why do you think she does what she does?
Well, she has personality disorder, so they're super sensitive. Like, I'm learning a lot about it because I'll look it up and things like that. And like, if you hurt their feelings, they take it on a lot more, you know, they take on all of that. And like, if I'm hurting, she'll hurt for me. So they feel 10 times more than what we feel. So I don't know. What was the question?
Why do you think that?
What do you want her to feel? How do you want her to feel about herself, about her life?
I want her to feel free of being trapped in her own thoughts and free of hurting, because there's so much hurt. There's so many demons that she has inside of her, and she can't cope with them. She can't, you know, she can't handle them. And so it leads to, you know, the heroin and the drinking, and it's like the chicken or the egg. Like, is it the drinking that causes all these demons, or is it, you know, the demons that causes the drinking? And I don't want her to hurt anymore. Like, I don't want her to feel lost inside of herself. Like, she's such a beautiful person, and she has such a great spirit, and she can't see that because she's so blinded by all these demons. I just would free her all of that, because who wants to feel so lost like that? Like, I can cope day to day, like, shake it off. Tomorrow's a new day. Like, I've learned a lot of that, especially through these groups and just learning and being around positive people, but she can't do that. And I don't want her to feel hurt anymore. I don't want her to feel pain. Like, there's days where, like, the suicide rate is so high in these personality disorders, and I don't want her to feel like she shouldn't be here, or she's so tired of being in so much pain that she doesn't want to be here. I don't want her to be in that pain.
If you were to help other girls, just like your friend that you would meet on Instagram, through Facebook and whatnot, if you were to help them to not feel so stuck, to have control over their life and their choices and their mind, and to be able to let go of the day-to-day things that we all run into, but that it really is our attitude about whether it was a bad thing or a good thing. If you were to help other people overcome all of those things, how do you think that would help you grow as a person? What would that do or mean to you?
I think influencing others and having, you know, others look up to you, or having that impact on others' lives is one of probably the most rewarding things that could ever happen to someone. Like, you've had such an impact on obviously all of our lives, or else we wouldn't be here. Like, if I fucking hated you, I wouldn't come to a conference call on a Sunday night at 7:00 when no offense, but like,
hey, honesty is the best policy.
You know, for you know, it's a rewarding feeling. You've allowed all of us to feel inspired by something, and we want to do the same for others. Like, that's the most rewarding feeling, is knowing that you're liberating others of what they were once challenged by.
So to wrap this up, and we will talk about this more when you and I do our one-on-one call, just like I've been told, I think that income is going to be the byproduct of you helping other girls get control of their life. Income is going to be the byproduct of you helping them see the beauty of letting go, of accepting that today's a day and tomorrow's another day, that you have the choice to see a situation as it is, or to make a bigger deal out of it than it really is. And I think that even if you weren't paid as a coach, even if you were sitting next to a girl at a coffee shop and you saw that she was crying, I think that with or without this being your job, that you would reach out to her and you would ask her what's wrong, and you would be there for her. I genuinely think that your heart is to serve other people, which is why you're a hairstylist. Yes, you can eventually make great money, but right now it does fluctuate. But you do it every day because you like helping people feel good about themselves, feel confident and beautiful in their own skin, and beauty inside and out, not just physically. Income will be the byproduct of all of those things happening for you. It just will. And that income then will be to travel, to be able to buy that home, and then to be able to pass that on to the people that you're talking to and to tell them, because I helped girls by simply finding a workout program. It sounds so silly, but how simple is that, right? Work out for 30 minutes a day, be in a group that's private, where you have accountability and you have support from people all around the country that you never would have known, and all of these crazy things are going to happen to you. You know, most of us probably never thought that by doing a fitness program in the middle of our living room that we would be wanting to post on social media, wanting to share that with other people. So much grows. This is so much bigger than Beachbody and what you're doing in your living room and sweating for 30 minutes. This is just the vehicle that is going to get you to all of those things that you want in life. And the coolest part is that it starts with you helping other people. You control how fast that income comes by how many people you reach out to and seek to help. So I would say that yours is helping others, serving others, because you would help your best friend with or without money. If you had $1 in your pocket, I bet you would give it to her. I would say serving others, income, and your recognition. And I guess just my last question before we wrap up is, in what way do you want to see other people improve their lives? Like, you just want her to feel, if you were to wave a wand over her life right now, what would her life look like? Or people in her situation, what would it look like to them? Because I bet you that you're not going to say anything about income and how much money they would be making. It would be emotional, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
So that's where your heart is. And that is why people are attracted to you, why people vibe with you, and people want to be in your space. It's having that heart. So do you guys like see how, Tori, that was awesome. I'm still getting used to this and learning how to do this, so bear with me too, but I think that you did great. Thank you for sharing, for getting emotional and real. So the reason I want to do this is because so many of us will just say, I want to help people. Okay, so these are some of the questions that I'm going to send these to you. But, you know, if you were somebody that had said that serving others was, actually, I'm going to unmute all of you real quick. Rachel, what did you rate yours from most important to least?
I had mine serving others, income, and recognition.
Okay, awesome. I really do at the end of the day think that all of ours is serving others. We just don't know what exactly we want to do with that yet. And when we do our one-on-one calls, I'm going to ask you a bunch of questions and we're going to dig deeper into that. Taylor, what did you have?
I had serving others, income, and recognition.
I had a feeling too. Yep. And what about you, Allison?
Serving others, income, and recognition.
Awesome. So we're all very selfless people, which really goes to show why you're my niche. We all get along really well. We do genuinely want to help other people, which is awesome. So just some things that you girls can kind of think about, and I'm going to ask these when we do our one-on-one call, so you can just kind of start thinking about these in your head, is what do you most want to help people with? I'll just give you my example. My example is I want to help girls overcome their eating disorders. It's something that completely overtook my life for many, many years, and it's something I'm very, very passionate about. In what way do you want to see these people improve their lives? So for me, I want to show these girls that whether you're 90 pounds or you're 200 pounds, it doesn't matter, because every day you choose happiness. Because you meet some people like Oprah Winfrey, who's been battling her weight for years, right? But she's genuinely a happy person. And it's because why? She has served more people than most people get to in a lifetime, right? Serving others income was a byproduct of her serving these millions of people, of her opening schools in countries that there weren't schools there or teachers there or running water, right? So for me, I want to see these girls improve their lives, and the understanding that weight is just a number, but happiness is a feeling. It's a lifestyle. It's something that you choose to be or to not to be. Another great example of that is so many people will think, well, if I have more money, I'll be happier. But it's just not true, guys. Some people will move cities. That's going to make me happier. If you're not happy in life right now, it doesn't matter what you have, where you are, or who you're with. I say this multiple times too. When I first started dating Ben, I was very self-conscious and I really didn't like who I was, and I didn't think and believe anything that he used to compliment me on. And it was because I didn't believe those things about me. You can tell me I'm pretty and smart and funny and nice or whatever and list off these characteristics, but it doesn't mean anything to me. It's nice sounding. It sounds good. Thank you. But until I believe that, it doesn't matter. Okay? The other one is, what would it mean to you to help somebody achieve that goal? And it has to be more than just it would make me feel good. Really, what would that mean to you for somebody to send you a message like the messages I've received? Like, you've helped me to get up off the couch after dinner and work out for 30 minutes instead of sitting there and putting a pillow on my stomach and, holding it tight and hating myself, or not wanting to, we're all girls here being honest, not wanting to make love to the person that I'm with because I want to keep the lights off because I don't feel confident. I don't want them to see me. Or I don't want to go swimming with my friends. I make excuses of why I can't go to the pool party or why I can't go to the beach that weekend because you're not confident, right? And it's not about what you look like in that swimsuit, because I see more women that maybe should healthily lose a little bit of weight but have the most confidence in the world strutting in that bikini down the beach. But then you see the girl on the beach that is hiding behind this cute tiny little frame that is embarrassed, that's shy, that feels awkward and self-conscious, right? Again, size doesn't matter. It's feeling happy from within, because whatever and whoever you are at that point, you're just happy. And then because you're happy, you want to work on yourself. You want to get healthier. You want to feel stronger. Not because you feel like you have to punish yourself, but because you're happy. You want to do those things naturally. So I hope that this helped you girls. Once we do these more individually, it's going to be a little bit different. We'll kind of break them down. But I found that when you are so connected to that why, I have never, and I say this all the time, I've never felt so much momentum. This changed everything on Saturday. To cry in front of that many people and to go through all of that was insane. So I really can't wait to share that experience with each of you. We do all have all set up. Tori, I'm going to text you after this because I forgot I do have a call to jump on right now with Sam for this leadership thing. What was I going to do? And Rachel, I'm going to message you after this as well because of that is starting. And Taylor, you're on the call also. It's at 7. I guess I should just shout this out to everybody. If everybody saw in the Island of Warriors page, we have been talking about this Dash to Diamond thing that's going on. It was a $20 buy-in. The first call starts tonight. For a new coach, the whole goal is to hit diamond rank by May 25th. For somebody that is already an emerald, meaning you have 2 people on your team, which none of you are other than Sam, your diamond goal date is April 25th. Okay? So it's a $20 buy-in because we have 4 or 5 top 10 coaches training Team Boom. That's insane. Remember that, guys, there's 400,000 coaches in the company. 4 to 6 out of like the top 15 to 20 or something are training us. Okay? If you're interested, I'm going to take notes on this call. Okay? I'm going to see if we can still get some people in. It is a $20 buy-in. it's going to be worth it. If you cycle one time at a Diamond coach, you earn $18. So the $20 would mean nothing in the long run. I will take notes on this call, so will Sam. We'll share them with you. If it's something that you're interested in, let me know. You should have known about Diamond training or what Diamond is from New Coach Training. Allison, where I did give you the weekend to catch up from the week, I'm going to finish training tomorrow and Tuesday. Okay? All right. I love you all. Taylor, Sam, we're going to hop on. Rachel, I will send you notes after this so you can kind of think about it a little bit more because I know you're still a little bit back and forth on it. Is that okay?
Mhm.
Awesome. Thank you guys so much. You were fantastic, and I will reach out to each of you individually afterward. Bye.